Jared, just your reaction of standing over Sam when that went down, and just your feeling about how tough of a loss that is.
Yeah, bummed anytime anyone gets hurt. But yeah, he's been an important part of our offense, and we'll see how long he'll be out for. We don't know.
How much confidence do you have in guys being able to step up? It seems that's been all year long with pretty much anybody who's going down.
I mean, I thought throughout that game, James stepped up really well. I know he wasn't we weren't like getting him the ball in the passing game, but he was knowing his assignments and knowing where he needed to be in a lot of plays that Sam was practicing in all week. And then the same thing with Skipper, kind of fabricating him as a tight end there in some instances, and he did a great job.
You've been here before, obviously. How do you feel like this team is prepared for the playoffs with all you've been through, emotionally, physically, challenged by other teams?
Yeah, I think we're ready, man. I think Dan said it best there at the end. Like, no one's been through the type of adversity that this group has over the last couple of years, and we're ready. Yeah, we're ready. It feels like we've been waiting for quite some time to get these opportunities, and they're here now. Ford Field will be rocking, and it'll be fun.
Walked in a little late, but just 12 wins. You guys have been matched. Franchise looking for wins this season.
12 is?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, that's amazing. It's cool to be a part of, man. It really is. We've got some bigger things we want to do, but absolutely, the regular season is how you get into the postseason, and winning 12 out of 17 is a good year. So, yeah, we're happy about it.
How will this week differentiate itself from the weeks that have come before during the regular season?
The week process will be the same. So whenever we find out whether we play Saturday or Sunday, we'll adjust our schedule accordingly, and then our guys will be ready to go. It'll be another home game for us, and again, I'm sure a ruckus environment that'll be fun for us to play in front of.
You mentioned James and Skip calling in for Sam, but he is a different kind of player, and you've developed a lot of chemistry throughout the season. How hard is it to replace somebody all that timing, all that success?
Yeah, you can't. All the work we've put in this year, you can't replace that chemistry. But just next man up, and whoever that may be, if he's out, I still don't know if he's out, but whoever that may be, we'll be fine. We'll work it out. If it's James, if it's somebody else, if it's Brock's back, if Ferkster's playing, I have no idea. So we'll be fine.
Skip got some of the loudest ovations of the game.
Yeah, that was fun.
I'm curious how old you were with that, and then also just the play where you threw the ball.
Yeah. So he was, it was fun hearing the crowd every time he'd report, and it wasn't intentional by us, but I think the head official, Brad, was having some fun with it too, and making some jokes with us, which were kind of funny, hey man, that wasn't funny last week, but but no, Brad did a hell of a job with it. I thought he was great. But yeah, Skipper was a part of that pass there, and he's kind of a late check down there, and you don't ever think it might would ever go there, but sometimes it does, and gain a 4 and get him on the board.
Dan was talking about how he's going to handle this week going into the playoffs. He hasn't been the head coach in the playoffs. The team hasn't been in the playoffs. You obviously get deep playoff runs. How much will you, try to help Dan or help the team, help your teammates understand the process of one game at a time, but just what you're building toward a longer playoff run?
Yeah, it really is. We don't look past whatever game is this weekend. We can't, I think the one thing that I know happens when the playoffs start is, I'll try to explain this as best I can. When week 1 happens, the speed is at an all-time high, and then throughout the year it kind of does that. Just people are banged up, and it kind of lowers, and towards the end of the year it comes back up, and then that first week of that playoff game it goes back to what it was week 1 typically. That speed and how hard and fast everyone on the field is playing, regardless of injury or anything. So that's the one thing I guess that I could tell guys. What's your question?
That one of the possible teams that you could play in the locker round is the Rams.
Correct.
Any emotions for that?
Oh, any emotions? No, it may be them, it may be somebody else. We'll see. A lot of buddies on that team, and it'll be good to see them. But yeah, we'll see who it is.
Last two plays with Dash, what that kind of means when the team kind of rallies together, try to get a guy who said what he means to the team, what that kind of says about this team and camaraderie for at the coaches.
Yeah, it was important for us to try to get him that number, to get him his incentives, and We were trying like hell all game to get it to him. It just wasn't quite connecting, and there at the end, kind of had to force it in some ways. And yeah, it was cool. It was fun to be a part of that and make sure he's well taken care of.
Did you say anything to him or one another after the last play?
No, we knew we were trying to get down there.
Last one, Eric, I know you faced some adversity early on in your career, but just this level that you had to talk about getting bouncing back, from that. So is there any extra appreciation, for this playoffs, getting here?
Yeah.
What you had to do?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a great question. Yeah, absolutely. I think this crew has a whole different appreciation. I'm saying our team and coaches, players have a giant appreciation for our opportunity here, coming from where we came from. We were not that long ago 3-13, trying to figure things out, and then early on last year 1-6, and it's still a lot of those same guys that don't take this for granted and know how big of an opportunity we have now.
Thank you, guys.
Cool. Thanks, guys.